I am not ready to leave this spot. And since I'm already out here, I thought, this is gorgeous. I'm just going to sit here and make another video, get in a little bit more practice, get a little more comfortable looking at a camera and trying to relax into myself. It's a strange thing to just be speaking at a device. I'm trying to remember I'm not just speaking at a device, that there are people on the other side looking at me for some reason. It's like a super glorious thing to think about the access that we have to information these days and the access that we have to the tools, just like a phone, to create our own little spaces where we can share our information. And, you know, I often go in these like tangents in my mind of what I could do on YouTube and what I could speak on. And I end up just shutting myself down immediately because there's so much on my mind and there's so much that I could speak on that could be um, interesting to others, perhaps thought provoking, maybe helpful. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. And and I'm the kind of person that will I can be I can be all or nothing. And I feel like I've gotten a lot better at the gray area at like, okay, well, why can't we just do some? Why don't we just do some? And why don't we just do something that is good enough and go from there? We can start something new and get a little bit, you know, like maybe turned off by the things that we're making, self critical, overly so, maybe to the extent that we choose not to share something that might have actually been beneficial for others because of these superficial factors that we think are really important, like our hair, or if we like stammered, or maybe somebody goes by and kind of distracts you for a moment and it takes you out of your clarity, your train of thought. You feel like, oh, I got to do it all over again. Um, as for me, this is new. This is a new skill that I'm learning, using the tools that I have to take the things that I know and that I already speak on and teach on to a larger audience. And in the past, I might just give up on it really easy because I'm like, ew, cringe, like just looking at myself hypercritically or not liking the sound of my voice or not feeling like I can find the right thing to wear or whatever. So many things, right? Because when you're doing a video, you feel like, partially because you're making a production of sorts, like creating something visual. But when you are making a production with just yourself and you don't have any experience, then you just work with what you have. As not to be totally overwhelmed and quit before you begin. So, this is me not quitting before I have begun. And I'm excited to do this because if I just allow myself some time to to go outside and set up my camera in random spaces, I don't know, not make a big plan, just talk a bit, get comfortable. I realize that instead of framing doing the work of taking yoga teaching and maybe teaching other things online as work and another thing for me to do, prepare for, learn about, set up, budget time for, make more of a production, I'm looking at it more like, how about I just have some fun? I'm already working too hard. I'm already doing too much. What if I just show up? Like, this video, I may or may not edit out the front where I'm just running in front of the camera, and then when I run around to turn it off, I'll get there. I did it before, but I didn't do it long enough to retain it, so I have to learn it again. In any case, the general idea is go forth and be yourself and have some fun, and try not to take it too seriously. This is what I'm telling myself. And I'm sharing this with you, this internal process, because I wonder how many of you out there, maybe it's not the internet and making videos for the internet, but what kind of things are you getting in your way of doing simply because you feel like maybe you're not good enough at them, or you have to reveal a part of yourself to a larger audience, in my case, that makes you feel vulnerable in some way, or whatever the reasons are. I think we can get bogged down in the minutia and the details, and also the grander vision. If you're anything like me, maybe you have like this expansive vision of possibilities, and you kind of overplan, and you can see all the things you can do and all the ways something can be improved, and you just like do like a mental masturbation thing where you created this whole thing, but you haven't actually like put it out into the world in a tangible way. And you know I don't know, I guess that's what I'm here trying to do. Just practice authenticity and present moment awareness, learn with the tools that I currently have, invest absolutely no more in wardrobe or um, cameras or any other kind of accoutrement that would be helpful in the creation of videos, in favor of simplicity. Simplicity. Can we make this simpler? Can we make it a little easier for ourselves right now? I mean, my God, look around. Look around. I'm really seeking the opportunity and the potential for more freedom to be myself. And at a time where being yourself is increasingly controversial, potentially, if yourself and the things that you value are in direct opposition to, you know, of those in tangible power. And I don't know how it'll go for myself and any of us who choose to speak freely at a time of digital surveillance. And yet, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. And I guess I'm bringing all of this up because it's really hard for me to, what's the word? Like, tease apart aspects of myself. And I don't really intend to here. So if you're looking for a channel that's like all about yoga only, the postures, keep it real simple, yeah, it's probably not my channel, because I would like to extend the values of yoga as they relate to social justice, and the roots of yoga as it relates to the same, to um, to discussions relevant to current events and reality. And I don't really know how I'm going to do all that yet. I just know that it's possible, and I know that I don't have to tease apart parts of myself anymore and have like professional Jessica over here and yoga teacher Jessica over there and social justice Jessica over here. All the Jessicas. You're getting them all. It's a one-stop Jessica shop. Anyway, thank you for your time and attention to my ramblings. I hope they are more coherent than it feels. And if you find any value in the content you're seeing here, please like, subscribe if you're into it, and do comment, make requests, strike up a conversation with me, inspire me. inspire me to make some more stuff if you're into it. I'm thankful. Until we meet again.